Tonight, we're giving back to our four-legged friends. Dozens of runners are lacing up to give back to K-9 officers that protect and serve. A live report from the Guardians of the Night 5K coming up. Plus, new charges tonight in connection to a suspect who eluded police for nearly a week near a popular North Carolina forest. Those details ahead. And a quiet night will lead to more comfortable temperatures for our Sunday. More on what should be a pleasant end to the weekend. The news at 11 starts now.
Live, local, now. This is WIS News 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Scarlett. Happening now, hundreds of runners are at the village of Sand Hill showing support for K-9 officers with the Richland County Sheriff's Department. The annual Guardians of the Night 5K run helps raise funds to take care of our four-legged friends who help to keep us safe. Our Mike DeSuma is live at the finish line where we've already seen some runners finish the race tonight. Mike?
That's correct, Emily. Really finishing in dramatic fashion. To give you some perspective, the race started at 10:30 tonight, and I'm joined now by the person who finished second overall, one of the first people to finish. The first person actually was from Kenya. This is Hunter Jarvis of Blythewood, who finished in a little over 16 minutes, correct, tonight?
16:29.
I mean, first and foremost, this is your fourth year doing the race now. You've won it a couple times. How does it feel, I guess, to place in the top 10 once again?
Yes, sir. I mean, coming back year after year, it's really good to come back and see some of the same competitors and compete. All of us trying to improve our times, but, all of us being really good sports, it doesn't really matter exactly where we're finished. We're out here to have fun and support a great foundation. So.
And you were speaking of the foundation once again. We were just kind of hearing a little bit about how much this money is needed to support these canines, give them good medical care. What do you feel, I guess, about the cause and what it does for so many people to come out and support it?
Well, I feel pretty closely to the cause. My dad actually used to be a police officer, so I have a lot of respect for what they do. And due to some NCAA regulations, I'm not able to accept prize money. So every year when I do win it, I donate it back to the foundation just because I have so much respect for what they do and for what they put on the line for us every day.
And of course, understanding we've heard about 500 people take part in this. We hear it's close to 500 tonight. How do you feel to see so many people stepping up to support these officers, to support these canines who on nights like tonight are out there keeping us safe?
Yes, sir. I mean, that's a great thing to get so many people out here to support because they deserve all the respect in the world. And it's great the more people we get out here, not only supporting them, but just taking part in a great sport. I think it's really good for the community as a whole.
All right, Hunter Jarvis, thanks so much. Sure. Finishing second overall tonight in the annual Guardians of the Night 5K. Emily, just things getting started. Many people coming across the finish line tonight. Heck of a night for racing.
Not a bad night at all, as we saw on Mike's live shot there. Beautiful night overhead in the Midlands. I'm in the First Alert Weather Center with meteorologist Vaughn Gaskin. Hopefully this nice weather is here to stay. I can use some more of it, Vaughn.
Well, I think you'll get a little more. I think you'll enjoy it over the next couple days. It will get even better. So here's a look at what's going on out there tonight. Still a couple of storms that we have to deal with. Most of them are exiting Orangeburg County now, heading into Colleton County. These will continue to shift southward. As they do, we'll be able to see them move out of our neck of the woods. They moved out of St. Stephen's, moving into Monk's Corner, headed for Somerville. So if you know anyone headed right over 26 or 95, they may run into a brief sprinkle or two. Temperatures are still pretty warm, but at least the humidity is lower. 83 your temperature in Columbia, 81 in Lexington, but already 75 in Winsboro, 72 Chester, 73 for you up in Lancaster. Today we made it up to 94 degrees. This is going to be the last time we see the 90s for a couple days. This is only about 2 degrees above our average. Tomorrow morning we'll start out at 69 and end up at 87 for the daytime high, and then into Monday 66 to get us started and 88 for the afternoon. More details to come on your forecast.
Thanks, Vaughn. New at 11, investigators have charged 3 people in connection to the 6-day manhunt of a North Carolina suspect. Authorities say the 3 are charged with harboring Philip Stroop II in a home Wednesday night. The search continues for 68-year-old Thomas Bryson after Stroop was found driving Bryson's truck Thursday. The search for Stroop closed parts of the Pisgah National Forest for several days. Developing stories tonight, a Columbia man is behind bars in connection to a shooting early this morning on South Beltline Boulevard. 33-year-old Clayton Madison faces multiple charges, including attempted murder. Police say the shooting happened at the Woodland Terrace Apartments around 3 this morning. Investigators say Madison got into a fight with a 58-year-old man when he allegedly shot that man in the upper body. We're told the victim is in stable condition. Madison is being held at the Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center. Berkeley County authorities are asking you to be on the lookout for a missing teenager. Police say 17-year-old Selena Tillman was last seen by a family member at her home in the Somerville area more than a month ago. Tillman is described as a white female, 5 feet 4 inches tall and 120 pounds. If you have any information on where Tillman may be, you're asked to call the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. Making headlines around the world, North Korea has conducted 2 missile launches this month, the latest yesterday, demonstrating the power to reach the U.S. mainland. South Korea is concerned about its neighbor to the north and is talking about more defensive help from America. NBC's Janice Mackey-Freyer reports. All right, sorry, some audio issues with that story. Australia's Prime Minister says a large-scale security operation is underway in Sydney to disrupt a plot to bring down an airplane. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull says 4 suspects have been arrested so far in 5 raids around Sydney. He said the police operations that began today will continue into Sunday. Police have yet to file charges against the suspects, but Turnbull said the plot appeared to be an elaborate conspiracy rather than a lone wolf operation. Thousands of people were evacuated from an outdoor music festival in Barcelona, Spain tonight after fire broke out on the stage. Amateur video from the scene shows huge flames and smoke billowing into the night sky. Some 22,000 people were evacuated from the concert. Festival organizers say everyone got out safely and that a technical malfunction set off the fire. It's an event we've been talking about plenty this summer. Next month, total solar eclipse ahead. How Oregon officials are planning to keep people safe with thousands expected to flock to the eclipse's path. Plus, all is quiet across the Midlands tonight. We'll take a look at what should be a splendid end to the weekend coming up in the First Alert forecast.
Expect the muggy weather to return by that point.
And in our Palmetto weekend, children may not want to hear this, but school is just around the corner. And one Midlands organization spent this morning making sure children return to school healthy this fall. This is new video of the 8th annual Jumpstart Back to School event hosted by Select Health of South Carolina. The event featured back to school information, health screenings, children's activities, and backpacks with school supplies provided at no cost. And it was all about the ladies this morning at the Jamil Temple in Columbia. This morning's Midlands Women's Fair was a free event designed to bring women across our area together. The event had everything from massages and makeovers to self-defense and painting classes, health screenings, and door prizes. Still to come tonight, a busy week in our nation's capital leads to more new faces inside the White House. Details on the latest changes in the Trump administration when we come back. Will a new gatekeeper in the West Wing help President Trump implement his agenda? Reince Priebus is out as the president's chief of staff. General John Kelly takes over that role Monday. As NBC's Chris Pallone reports, it capped another tumultuous week in Washington.
As President Donald Trump struggles to deliver on his campaign promises, another shakeup in the West Wing. Next week, a new chief of staff takes over just 6 months into the new administration. The president appeared to foreshadow the switch Friday, praising former 4-star General John Kelly at a police event in New York.
Congratulate John Kelly, who has done an incredible job of Secretary of Homeland Security. Incredible. One of our real stars.
Hours later, Reince Priebus was out and Kelly was in.
Reince is a good man. John Kelly will do a fantastic job. General Kelly has been a star. Done an incredible job thus far, respected by everybody. A great, great American.
Kelly is expected to bring a new order to West Wing operations. The question is whether the president will listen to him. The staff shakeup comes after a tumultuous week, which saw Communications Director Sean Spicer resign, new Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci blast fellow White House staffers in a profane interview. The president caught the Pentagon off guard, banning transgender people from the military, and had Republicans fail once again to repeal and replace the nation's health care law. What agenda item does the president try to tackle next, and will John Kelly's brand of discipline finally lead the White House to legislative success on Capitol Hill? Chris Pallone, NBC News, New York.
After Congress overwhelmingly passed new sanctions on Russia for meddling into the 2016 election, the White House now says President Trump will sign those sanctions into law. The Austin, Texas Police Department is in the process of parking all 397 of its Ford Explorer police cruisers. They made the announcement Friday, and the process is expected to take until Monday. The move comes after months of complaints about carbon monoxide inside the vehicles. 20 officers have tested positive for carbon monoxide poisoning. The police department plans to double up officers in available patrol cars like their Ford Crown Victoria models.
The city is looking at all their options to whether that's buying different cars or leasing cars or doing whatever we need to do to get our fleet and our patrol officers back to the staffing that we would prefer.
Ford says they will pay to fix specific repairs on every police vehicle affected. The Oregon National Guard is being called out because of next month's total solar eclipse. The state's governor has authorized up to 150 soldiers and airmen, plus 6 helicopters, ready to help out, as up to 1 million people are expected to visit the state to witness the eclipse on August 21st. Officials fear the huge influx of people will jam highways and stretch resources thin. That total solar eclipse will begin in Oregon on August 21st before making its way across the Midlands later that afternoon. Coming up in sports, a former Clemson Tiger will start his first NFL training camp on the sideline. Details ahead, plus highlights from tonight's action on the diamond. Sports is up next.
Each driving in some runs, and the Blowfish unfortunately going to lose by a final of 8-5. But again, the focus now on college football as training camps begin to heat up. Tomorrow, USC will meet with the media. Coach Muschamp will talk to us, and we'll talk to some players as well as practice gets underway. The first official one set for Monday for Carolina.
Exciting time. I got to say, college football is my favorite, Joe.
See, I like the first couple days of camp, and then I get anxious, and then I'm like, can we just get to the season already? Who needs all these practices, right? The coaches would say otherwise.
Step by step, patience,
I just want to play games. No, I'm not patient.
We know that much.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Final check on our forecast after the break. You know, I have really been enjoying the milder temperatures, Vaughn, and you said they're going to stick around.
Absolutely. It actually gets better over the next couple of days because the humidity values will go down. High temperatures will be in the 80s for your Sunday and your Monday. The upper 80s, but hey, nonetheless, the 80s. We'll see overnight lows in the 60s, so that should be a nice, pleasant treat to get you going each morning for the next couple of days. We're back in the 90s by your Tuesday at 91, 93 for you Wednesday and Thursday, and then even though we do see the numbers coming down to the low 90s, upper 80s, we have an opportunity for showers and storms back in the forecast to wrap up the week and into the weekend.
So nice little stretch there.
Yeah, I was going to say, perfect weather when you're going to start football camp, because one thing coaches usually worry about is called hydration and the heat, humidity playing a factor. It seems like perfect temperatures for all the kids out there practicing, getting ready for football season.
What's really nice about that 7 days, we got the dry stretch on top of the lower temperatures, so nice little combination.
Yeah, I'm done with the rain for a little bit. We've had enough.
All right, and nice weather for the runners tonight at the 5K. We'll check back in with that. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night.